Good morning or evening, friends. Hope everybody is doing alright. What up to the wise ones out there? This is JP with Wise Guys Gaming, and I want to show you just a few tips and tricks that you can employ with the Muay Thai mommy, Jacqui Briggs. Yeah! Let's get it! The first tip is in regards to the lethal... Oh, that's the name of it. Lethal Clinch. That's what it's called. My bad. Lethal Clinch gives you a pretty good combo move if you are in the first round KO variant. If you're not aware of this, what the Lethal Clinch does is allow you to get a hit in on your opponent. It looks like a grapple. It's not a grapple. It can be blocked. But it's a hit, and that affords you a couple of different opportunities. Number one, with the one input, you can do an elbow. With a 2 input, you can do a belly to back suplex. With a 3 input, you can do a double knee. With a 4 input, you can do multiple knees. I think you can do up to 3. Yeah. The key to that is, once you have done all 3 of 3, 2, and 4, in no particular order. Once you've done all 3, the next time you do 1, which is the elbow to the back of the head, you go into a crushing blow, which leads to a ground bounce. I know! It's great! 1, 2... Nah, let me do it faster. 1, 2... Oh, look at... Oh, we're right back in the clinch. So again, this is the move. And you could add in, on any of the 1, 2, or 3, you could add in 4 first to get some extra damage, 20 a pop. Suplex. But, once you've got 2, and 3, and 4 stored up. That's 4. I'm sorry, I hit 1 instead of 4. Once you've got all 3 of those stored up, the next time you do 1, the elbow, it is going to be a crushing blow, which goes for a combo. Ta-da! So you have some pretty good options there as far as extending your combos and getting some damage in. Keep in mind that 4 allows you to combo with another button. So, that counts as getting 2 and 4 out of the way. That counts as getting 3 out of the way. So now, the next one is 1, I automatically get the crushing blow. It helps if you combo it. But that's a neat tip to help you remember how to get your crushing blow off this. I personally like to use the Lethal Clinch as a corner maneuver anyway, because even starting from the very beginning of the game in neutral, if you get the first one hit, all it takes is 2 knees, or 2 double knees, to put them in the corner. Once you have them in the corner, keep them in the corner that way, keep them that way, or if they get you in the corner, you can use 2 to put them back in the corner. What is also neat with Cassie, because she gets so much effectiveness out of the corner, is her 3-3 combo. The reason that's good is because you can get a crushing blow, which also leads to a ground bounce and allows you to get another combo in. The 3-3 string, where'd it go, comes out relatively quickly with the 15. But it also allows you, it's for the counter or punish, you get the crushing attack. But it also changes sides. So if you're in the corner and your opponent's messing with you a lot, and you find a pretty good string out, or spacing out or timeout, they whiff an attack or something, you can hit 2-2. And now they're in the corner. And you can go to work on them. That simple. And you can even have setups like this.
No
Wait.
sweat.
You can even have it set up like this. Wait.
Stomp by a Briggs.
Well. And throw him back in the corner. So again, is that for your bionic dash? If you're having trouble learning the spacing, I found like Sean Connery. If you have trouble learning the spacing, know that once you hit it, you're about a half a step to a step away from being at max range and giving you that other crushing blow. So, one hit gives you, is that 70 damage? Yeah, 70 damage high. Once you hit, you're in a very good range. A step to a half a step, that's a big giant step, so this is too close. Oh no, it's not, I'm sorry. It kind of depends on how fluid your inputs are as well. But once you kind of get an idea of your input, you learn your range a little bit better. And all it takes is one dash punch. And now you know about where you need to be. That's a little too short, but you get the point. Another way to gauge this is by using her combo string, which is known as Justice for All. That is going to be your forward 3, 1, 4 into throw here. That's that combo string. I'll show you one more time.
No sweat.
It's one of her better combo strings, just because the fact that it starts very quickly. It starts up very, very quickly. But once it hits, if you hit the whole thing, you are back in the exact same position as if you had done a bionic dash. So just a half a step forward. Whoops. Half step forward. Back to range.
No sweat.
And you're able to get some really good damage in that way. Just an idea to help you keep and learn your spacing. And once you get good with your spacing, you have a lot more options available to you because you're able to deal that much more damage. It's really good. If you are in the next gen variant, tournament variant, I'm going to try to do more in-depth Jacqui Briggs stuff, and I may re-go over this to kind of give you guys an update. But if you are in the next gen Jacqui Briggs, note that you're able to deal damage with her plasma grenades. If you hit, you still get the 60 like you did the shrapnel burst, but he also takes that 28 damage over time for quite some time. Look at all that damage. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Not great, but not bad. If it hits the ground, he takes 10 damage per second. Basically, it's a pretty good chunk there. And yes, if you hit both of them, it does stack. I missed there, but it takes 28 and the 10 at the same time. Now, you can only have one patch of plasma grenade on the ground at a time, so where you put that will move it. But if he's on fire, he keeps that no matter what, until the time runs out on it. So you're able to deal a pretty good chunk of damage if you're able to hit both of them. And this particular variant, that's really neat because that will help. That's basically her only projectile, one of her only projectiles that you can really use. The other one with the rocket, I don't think it has that angle. It does have a good hit effect, but it doesn't have that angle for as far as full screen goes. Or maybe not even full screen. I don't think full screen you get an effect at all. But about 3/4 screen, you can start dealing some damage. And that one's good because a lot of times people from that far, if they think you're going to do something, they like to block and crouch so they can throw more stuff at you. And all you want to do is keep that pool going. As long as they're standing in it, they're taking damage. When they start backing up, you back up with them. And look for ways to give them more damage. Oh, did that hit? I'm sorry. Take more damage. And you can do things like that. Back them up, keep them in that damage. And at its very last but not least, I want to show you a very simple crushing blow. I don't think that this is working entirely, which is the Technodome. I know the crushing blow is working. I'm not sure that the Technodome itself is working. Technodome comes up. It's about a full screen in length. If I can get him right there. See what I'm saying? It's about a full screen in length. It's supposed to reduce damage while you're in the dome. I don't know if that means damage from outside the dome, but I've practiced it with both inside the dome and outside the dome, and it appears to be doing the exact same amount of damage. I'll have to check on that to be sure, though. The biggest key is if you can get this up and your opponent in it, a back throw automatically goes to the crushing blow, dealing 310 damage, as opposed to 140 damage. So that's really neat to know. Keep that in mind if you're going to use the next gen variant, particularly if you're going to do something like this. He took a lot of that damage while inside of the plasma. It's really neat. Is that all one thing? Look at that. Man, that's a lot of damage for just a throw. I'm just saying. So that's good to keep in mind. I'm going to have more stuff on Jacqui coming up. I really like Jacqui a lot. I want to talk about some of her combo string, things that I think work really well, including this. Whoops. I think that's a really neat move for an overhead because it comes down so fast. But we'll talk about it. Hopefully this helps you with Jacqui Briggs and makes you want to try her a little bit more. Because I think she's probably one of the most underrated characters in the game, but I don't know just yet because I cannot act like the zoning is not a problem. Fighting somebody like Liu Kang or Kano or something like that, even raiding at some points, becomes really difficult just to get in. Now once you get in, you're able to do a lot of work. And next gen is able to help you get in because you can jump in and do basically a dive kick. But don't count on it. There's some other things that has to be looked into. But I digress. There is be plenty of time for this to come. Thanks so much for watching. If you really do, I really do appreciate it. If you like, hit the like button. Love, hit subscribe. Come holla at your boy. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace out.